Hello, nice to have you join us on Newsroom Series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Today we'll take our focus to the northwestern region of the country. But before we do that, let's take a look at the top story at the moment. Nigeria's indigenous refinery, Dangote Refinery, has rolled out its first set of premium motor spirits from its 650,000 barrels per day facility. The $20 billion refinery, built by billionaire Aliko Dangote, began operations in January, initially producing naphtha and jet fuel. Briefing journalists this morning, the president of Dangote Group says Nigeria will have engine-friendly gasoline for the first time. He also spoke extensively with our energy correspondent, Olu Phillips, on the significance of this event.
There's no limit to how far, we're going to, as a human being, obviously we have ambitions, and I think our own is to make sure that we make our country and Africa proud. So the journey just started. And we'll continue, we'll start. The journey has just started today, you are right. Really, even 5-6 years ago, I don't really have gray hair, but right now, it's history. But we thank God, at least we've been able to deliver. So I can say that, it's a golden gray hair, which I believe it is worth it. And I'm a very, very happy person today. I must thank really, our great team led by Mr. Edwin, for making this dream, possible. I must thank, also Mr. Alake for giving that support to make sure that this...
And let me just interject and ask how much of support you're getting from the present government, and if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has thrown his weight behind what you're doing here today.
Most of my appreciation will go to, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his government for giving us all the support. People can have different perceptions, but without the support of the government, we will not be here. That's what I keep saying. And I want to put on record that I want to thank the governor of Lagos, but he has done a marvelous job by giving us all the support. 10 years ago, there was almost nothing here. But this is what you call a dream. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then the governor of Lagos, dreamt about establishing this in about almost 18-20 years ago, and nobody thought about coming here. Actually, my first time here was just to come and look at the land. This was 2015. I've never ever been to this area of Lagos, but you can see what a dream can actually do. So I must thank him, and I pray and hope his own dream that, we used to, push Lagos up the ladder. Okay, he will apply 10 times that, on which I know he's trying. He will apply 10 times that in the federal government's, operations.
Okay, let me just ask you quickly. This is PMS coming out from the Dangote Refinery. You did promise us, you did tell me severally when we've been visiting here in the last 7 to 8 years that when this happens, it's going to be Euro 5, which is the highest quality of PMS you can find around the world. Can I readily put this in my car and begin to run?
Yes, you can put it in your car and begin to run. And it will actually save your engine. It will give your engine the best performance. It will not be the normal one. And you can even see our diesel. Our diesel is very light. It's like water, so which people have never ever seen before. But that is what you call Euro 5 diesel. Our diesel now is about is less than even 30 ppm, which is great. And we'll keep pushing. We'll get to 10 ppm.
Okay, so finally from me, I'm so excited to hold this, but it will be more interesting if we can drive this supply and distribution down into the countryside, down on the streets, into the cars, into the engines. I can see your gantry positions here, 177 tanks for storage. And beginning to wonder, how soon can we have all these trucks crisscross the streets of Lagos and supply petroleum products?
Our gasoline can be, that is PMS, can be in filling stations in the next 48 hours, depending on NNPC.
Would you want to comment on pricing? How how much would you sell per liter of this PMS?
On PMS, what I told you, it is an arrangement which was designed and approved by Federal Executive Council, led by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As soon as it is finalized, which he is pushing, once we finish with NNPC, it can be today, it can be tomorrow, we are ready to roll into the market.
The Kaduna State government has launched an investigation into the activities of the Kaduna Petrochemical Company suspected of causing chemical pollution in Kapam community in Chikun local government area of the state. The State Commissioner for Environment, Abubakar Buba, who made this disclosure during an assessment visit to the community, describes the incident as a sad one. He says the investigation is a step towards holding the company accountable for its actions and ensuring the well-being of the affected community.
Residents of Kapam community in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State are gathered in huge numbers as they seek answers to the environmental pollution caused by chemical spillage from the Kaduna Refinery. The spill, which occurred last month, has impacted the health of residents and devastated several farms, causing the death of domestic animals.
I myself, I am a victim. I cannot breathe well. And I stood this morning, not less than 2 hours ago. My stool was green. I have the sample with me. This is the sample. This is the sample. Anywhere I go today, I go with this. So we need your help. As long as God have kept you people there, the crops have spoiled.
The Kaduna State government is not taking the incident lightly, as the Commissioner of Environment leads a team of experts to the community on a fact-finding mission. The investigation is expected to examine the extent of the pollution, Kaduna Refinery's handling of the incident, and potential violations of environmental regulations.
This is a very, very sad incident. That's the reason why His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Obasani, instructed that immediately I should lead a team, a powerful delegation from the state to come and have on the spot assessment of what actually happened. Because of the seriousness this issue is and what the government has taken, we have a team from the zonal office of Nestria and Nostra. All of them are here with us. The zonal leaders are here and their entire team. The government is not going to take this till lightly. All the necessary investigation that needs to be done on why we have this destruction from KRPC will be done. And what is expected for the KRPC to do to ensure that the community have been bring back to life will be done.
As residents of Kapam community continue to suffer from one health challenge to another, at the Ministry of Environment, 3 women are seen lying unconscious behind a truck. They were later taken to the hospital. However, the regulatory bodies here say the findings of the investigation could lead to penalties, fines, or even legal action against the company.
At the end of the day, if we find out that even though the facility involves being a regulatory agency, if we now find out based on our findings, necessary things is going to be done. And all the information, all our reports is going to send to our DG. And at the Federal Executive Council meeting, they are going to make a decision, either to find or whatever they want.
We are going back to see our MD, so they are our neighbors. So we try as much as possible to bring succor to them, so that those we are going to give them free first aid. We promise them what we are going to do. Since they opened the gate now, I think MD is available so that we are going to discuss to look the best way forward.
For now, the state government appeals to residents of Kapam community to allow the investigators to do a thorough job so they can reveal the results in due time.
The National Great Green Wall Project in Nigeria has embarked on a tree planting exercise conducted annually to combat the effect of climate change on desertification in communities affected with land degradation. 200,000 seedlings of different trees is being planted on 176 hectares of land in Kano State. Channel's correspondent Nanchin Vincent reports on the planting exercise in Fagalawa village or in Dambata local government area. In the drive for better economic growth of individuals, 12,600 women have benefited from a 50,000 naira grant under the Nigeria COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program. The state governor, Umar Namadi, who flagged off the disbursement, says his administration will continue to prioritize women's empowerment in the state. Our correspondent, Sadiq Ilyasu, reports.
Women from across the 27 local government areas of Jigawa State gather in Gwaru town, on the outskirts of Dutse, the state capital. The women are here to receive 50,000 naira grant as part of the COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program Area 1.
The Economic Empowerment Program we are about to flag off today is targeting exactly 12,600 women throughout Jigawa State with a cash grant of 50,000 naira to each person, which give a total economic empowerment grant of 630 million naira. In line with the most of the JK's initiative, the objective of this initiative is to expand access to livelihood support, increase social transfer and grant for poor and vulnerable households, while providing opportunities for socio-economic empowerment of women. This also helps to enhance household consumption and improve well-being of all the family members.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs, who spoke to newsmen after the event, says the state government, in collaboration with the World Bank, will soon unveil new empowerment programs for women.
Local government. They give a counterpart funding of almost 500 million to commence this project. And this project is now, it's our doorsteps now. We are almost there where we will commence it. All the arrangement has been made with the World Bank, and alhamdulillah. The 12-point agenda of Malam Umar Namadi in Jigawa State, if you can go through all the 12-point agenda, you can see that there are a lot of issues that is mainstream, that women are inclusive, people with disability are inclusive. So actually, we don't have a word to say to our dear governor. It's for us to continue praying for him and to continue thanking him.
This initiative is a significant step towards improving the livelihoods of women in Jigawa State.
From Jigawa State, we head over to Katsina, where Governor Diko Rada has commenced the statewide public engagement tour designed to foster grassroots participation in the state's budgetary process and ensure equitable distribution of development projects across the 34 local government areas of the state. The tour was kick-started with the launch of the 2025 Citizens Budget Participation Process and the Community Development Program across Funtua and Daura senatorial districts of the state. The governor, while emphasizing on the importance of community-driven development, announced that the community development committees will serve as a bridge between the government and the grassroots during the engagement tour to ensure that resources are allocated fairly and projects are executed effectively. According to the governor, the community development committees will as well be responsible for monitoring and reporting any malpractices by contractors or individuals within their localities, thereby enhancing the quality and integrity of government projects.
We are approaching 2025, and then we are going into a new financial year. So it is important to present the budget performance to the citizens, as well as hear comments from them and also ask them what kind of things they needed the government to do to them, because we may sit in our offices, and determine what we should do for the people, which is not supposed to be. We should hear from them. It's their money. They know what they want better than us, so it's better we present ourselves to them. Second issue is we are giving the people what we have done in the last 1 and 3 months.